What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2. When we left off, we finished everything.
We did.
We've done it. We got Strongheart. It turned out, guess what? He was evil as fuck, dog.
Yeah.
And so now, we move on
Sherlock and Iris were vibing with the queen.
Yeah, that we need more context on that one. How long have you guys been having tea parties with the queen exactly? But hey.
Iris calls her Vicky instead of Queen Victoria.
That's fantastic. So let's see how everyone's doing now that we've finished all this. It really is all over. But did I sacrifice too much?
Mr. Naruhodo, I really must congratulate you. It was a truly, truly splendid performance. Honestly, I couldn't be happier for you.
Oh, thank you very much. But I really couldn't have done it without you at my side through it all, Miss Susato.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. No, your kind words mean so much to me. Oh.
It really was a very splendid show, that Naruhodo. I'd have thought you'd be smiling from ear to ear, but you look rather glum.
Glum.
Glum. Close enough. Unless you're a Pokemon. Well, of course I'm delighted about the verdict. But in exposing the truth, I'm afraid I've caused my client a great deal of pain.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure that's what a lawyer ought to be doing.
Oh, well in that case, I'm quite sure that when you see Lord Van Ziek's smiling face, everything will seem much better.
I've never seen the man smile. And there it is.
That's his smile.
Miss Susato? Everything seems worse. He has a face like thunder.
Oh dear, I really shouldn't have presumed.
Mr. Naruhodo? Yes? Almost a year it's been now since I first encountered you here in this very courthouse. For you to have risen to the level of excellence you demonstrated today, well, it's quite remarkable. You truly are an ace attorney. But I exposed the most unpalatable truth you could ever have imagined in court today. Feels I've robbed you of something you held so dear. What was it he said? To fight those who dwell in the darkness requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. Huh? But that was just the feeble excuse of a coward. Only those with a steadfast eye for the truth of what it takes to fight the dark forces of crime. You made fine work of establishing that fact in court today. Oh. Well, thank you.
What magnanimous words. I'm quite sure that Kazuma-sama would have a smile on his face at this very moment if he were here.
Kazuma.
Oh.
Oh, he's here.
He's not smiling though.
Hey. Miss Susato?
Yeah?
There's another face like thunder here.
Oh my, and he really was here.
Lord Van Zieks.
Oh yeah, you two just... Yeah, okay, yeah.
Allow me to congratulate you on your acquittal. Congratulate me or curse me. You failed to bring down the Reaper. I owe you an apology.
You think?
No, it is I who should apologize. Your father Genshin. If I'd been stronger, then perhaps I made an unforgivable error in judgment. I can offer no excuse. And I can offer no forgiveness. That said, I suppose you fought for justice and the truth. For that, at least, I can't withhold respect. Your words mean more to me than you could know. I will hold them dear.
Aww. Kazuma-sama.
I must say, there's one thing that's still bothering me. What's that? The will that Lord Clint Van Zieks wrote before his duel with my father. Hey? Asogi's a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is that this document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I saw that and I was like, is that him? Like, I forgot what I thought when we first recorded that, goddammit. So there goes my thought process. Never mind. I confess my sins to my wife. May she find a resolution to my death. A wife that we don't know of at all, so I don't know what's happened with that all either. But with my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill. Clint Van Zeeks. What can the second of his final wishes have been? That your father agreed to honor, you mean? I think perhaps.
I think is it?
I think perhaps.
I knew it was one of the two.
I might be able to shed some light on that. What?
Father?
It was 10 years ago, as you know. The day before the execution was scheduled, I went to the prison to say my farewells to Genshin. Why aren't you putting up more of a fight, Genshin? If you'd only agree to it, Sashio and I would gladly petition the government. We've been through this already. You don't need to worry about me. Anyway, Yujin, I have a favor to ask of you. Something of great importance. You're one of my greatest friends, Genshin. Whatever it is, I consider it done. I'm going to tell you an address. I need you to go there at once, in secret and telling no one.
Huh.
You should find a lady of the gentry in hiding there. The lady of the gentry? She's not in a good way. She's with child. The birth is imminent. Wait!
No way!
Is Iris Clint Van Zeeks' daughter?
No way!
As a medical man, I'd like you to attend to her. Please, you're her only hope. By any chance, is the child yours, Genshin? Don't be daft. It's a favor that was asked of me by a man I knew, as his dying wish. My goodness. I swore to the man that I would help. That I would do whatever I could for his wife and his unborn child.
Does that mean
But if
Iris?
something should happen to me...
Her uncle is Barrick?
Yeah? I need to ask you that same favor. You're the only person I know that I can truly rely on. What did you say? If something should happen to you? Tomorrow night you're going to be... You never know though, do you? What life will bring. The fuck does that mean?
Aw, he thought he was gonna be
All right
alive.
then, tell me the address. I'll head there at once with Seshiro and... No, not with him. Pardon? This is a favor I'm asking of you, and only you, Yujin. Okay, well, right, I see. Very well then.
Huh, that would make sense how she would end up in Sherlock's care then.
Yeah. That very night I caught a train from Paddington to Dartmoor in Devon. I found the old house in the middle of nowhere, it was. An old hunting hound lay asleep on the grounds. The poor woman was on the floor at the back of a darkened room. She was in mortal danger. I broke her waters to precipitate the labor before she weakened further. But it was a torturous birth.
Oof.
I did everything humanly possible for her and her child.
Yeah, look at her hair.
I don't think she made it.
No.
And in the end, I was lucky enough to welcome a new life into the world. But tragically, my efforts to save the mother's life were in vain.
Oof.
I held the healthy newborn girl in my arms and wept for longer than I care to remember. Eventually, in something of a daze, I looked around the room. There was precious little in it, but an old travel trunk caught my eye. That clay had been well looked after over the years, made of top quality leather with fine stitching. But it was when I saw the emblem on the side of it that everything dropped into place. B for Baskerville.
Baskerville?
You mean The woman was the wife of Lord Clint Van Zeeks? That's right. The newborn was his daughter. But that makes no sense. Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted the child to my care in that case? I was completely unaware they'd even had a daughter. I suppose he didn't really have any choice. What? Well, your brother said that he confessed everything to his wife, so she must have been beside herself with worry for her child. If the true identity of the professor were ever to be made public, the girl would be forever branded as the daughter of the infamous mass murderer.
Yeah, that is true.
Ugh. So only solution was to distance the young girl from the Van Zeeks family as much as possible. I don't believe it. I imagine in this final hour, Lord Clint Van Zeeks made the obvious choice. He would have thought to himself, this Japanese man here is someone I can trust.
Oof.
I honor my promise to Genshin, of course. However, only a month later, I was summoned back to Japan. And without disclosing the parentage of the child, I couldn't obtain permission to take her with me.
So I gave her to my partner. Oh, how awful.
I was completely at a loss. At the end, I had to ask my great friend.
Emphasis on great.
I asked him if he would be a father to her. That being Mr. Holmes, I presume? Yes. He took one look into my eyes and agreed to it on the spot. Mr. Holmes? He has a heart of gold.
He does.
Really, all it can be said that I did for the child was to give her a name. Oh? When I come to Britain, I was trying to escape from the grief of losing my darling wife. So it was her name that I gave the little girl. Your wife's name, Professor Mikitoba? In other words...
The name of my mother. Ayame Mikitoba. Oh! Oh, that's Ryunosuke. That was you.
Oh.
You said oh.
That's right. Ayame, or in English, Iris. Iris? How did I make the connection 2 minutes ago?
I had no idea.
Ding dong? Ouch!
But Mr. Naruto, what's wrong?
This little thing just pushed me behind through my trouser pocket. Hard! Ah, my dear fellows, can you hear me? Mr. Holmes, is that you? Ow!
He's getting revenge.
Yes, we can hear you. See what excessive tugging can do. Let that be a lesson to you.
Mr. Holmes, we weren't able to thank you properly before, but you were simply marvelous. Your checkmate move was a stroke of genius.
Indeed it was, wasn't it? I surpassed myself, I feel. And become apparent to me that to stop the Lord Chief Justice would require
Lord
such measure.
Chief Injustice.
Injustice requires such measures.
Ryu! Susie!
Oh, Iris! Oh!
I am so pleased. What a wonderful outcome. Her Majesty Queen Vicky said she thought my special blend was delicious.
Oh, I'm sure she did. After all, no one brews more delicious tea than you, Iris Van Z. I mean...
Let's have a party to celebrate. And Mr. Reaper, you simply must come too.
What? I'm afraid I couldn't. The Reaper of the Bailey, flushed by a 10-year-old girl. Again.
No, really? Oh, pooh.
But I give you my word that I shall present myself at your residence in the near future to express my gratitude. Niece?
Oh, how lovely. You've promised now. I won't let you forget. Bye for now then.
Alright, Iris. Thank you for all your help earlier.
I'll haunt your dreams. Oh, that was nothing. Just come back home soon.
Oh! One final pinch goodbye, was it? Asshole! God damn it!
Well, to be fair, you kind of deserved it.
Well,
Now he's smiling.
I think I'll be leaving.
No, he's not.
Lord Van Zeeks, would you care to accompany me? Certainly. Mr. Nahodo, allow me once again to express my deep gratitude to you. I believe you've saved my life. welcome.
Aw.
Wait, Lord Van Zeeks. Yes. What are you intending to do now? Well, clearly I shall have to resign from the prosecutor's office.
Really? Oh no!
But why? I intend to publicize the full truth about the Professor case. Once that's done, the Van Zeeks family will be ostracized completely from London society.
Surely not.
So as soon as I am free from my employment, I shall leave the capital. Oh, I see. Don't be a fool.
Yep.
Are those the actions of a man once feared as the mighty Reaper of the Bailey? I beg your pardon. For the past 10 years, you've endured the pseudonym and been cast as one of the dark forces yourself. Now that you've finally been freed from that disrepute, your battle is just beginning, surely.
Or disrepute. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Well, I certainly never expected to hear those words from your lips.
For real.
I waited a very long time to come to London. Now I'm properly here, I intend to learn all that I can. Anyway, goodbye for now. Rianowski Naruhodo.
Partner.
Partner. Bye!
You said the thing!
Partner! Kazumasogi, partner.
He does a little wave.
Seems as though he's really matured suddenly.
He's not the only one who's matured, Mr. Naruhodo.
Huh?
Well, I think we should make our way back to Baker Street. We must help Iris with tonight's dinner!
We must!
Hopefully she made pheasant.
Enough for Sherlock as well, hopefully.
That's what I mean.
It was then that I came to an important decision about my future. Oh yeah, are we gonna be leaving or not?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to go back to
It's nice here. Do we have family over there even? We don't know any of our family at all. We're just here.
We don't know any of Phoenix's family either.
It's a great point.
Except Ryu, who's his great...
Yeah, we know of family now, but they weren't even alive when Phoenix was around.
We never know about the parents of the main character ever.
I'm home.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus! Oh my eye.
About time you got here.
I
We've
got
been
powder in
waiting
my eye.
ages, I know.
Oh God! Oh, what are you doing with that colorful piece of history? Oh, I see purple.
It's a party, ain't it? It's gonna go off with a bang. I mean, fireworks, ideally. When you ain't got fire, smoke's the next best thing, ain't it?
And the next best thing is an eye wash station to get this out of my eye.
Oh, you're fine.
There's a girl at first she could help you with that, I think.
Right. I'll remember that.
You don't have to reload that thing ever, every time I speak.
Yes, I do.
Oh, see, that's quite an extraordinary thing. I assure you, it will defy your expectations. Take down every detail now, Big Jumper. Oh, the world-famous great detective regaling his partner with the tales of his adventure. A sight to behold. Do you care to hazard a guess? Why do you suppose the fiendish ran away to conceal himself? Would you believe? Inside the train, I found abandoned his cabin.
He was there. He was...
I would believe it, yes. I say, Mikotoba, I detect not a hint of surprise.
Sherlock,
I
did
wonder
you
why
forget?
that is, Maybe because I was there at the scene as well, Holmes. What? You were? Then why the deuce didn't you say so before? Not quite the sight I was expecting to behold, but still, it's something. It's not hard to feel privileged to see it.
He has your memory problems.
Hello, Mr. Holmes. Professor Mikotoba. I'm finally back from the Bailey. No wonder frickin' Mikotoba had to write everything down, because Sherlock couldn't remember it appropriately. He's like, I'll write the story for you, fool. And not a moment too soon. A feast prepared by Iris and Miss Susanoo awaits. I must say, I haven't seen Susan looking so happy in a very long time.
Ah, Ryu, there you are! Dinner is on the table, everyone. Please do come and take a seat. Time to fill me boots.
Welcome to the dinner table, Gina. It's nice to have
For
you by.
real, yeah. Goodness, is that really true, Gina? Yup, I'm losing me copper's clobber and going back to what I know best. The diver's life for me. Really leaving the police force? But why, Ginny? Well, the boss ain't around no more, so... Oh. And anyway, no matter how hard I try, that Reaper ain't never gonna accept a divert turn, is he? Well, people can change, you know.
Ah, yes, that reminds me. I rather thoughtfully offered to relieve the bailiff of this now defunct piece of evidence.
Eh?
It's the inspector's pocket watch, and the crown has been reattached. My watch was his pride and joy, similar to his great achievements at Scotland Yard. For 10 years without fail, I've measured every second of the man's remarkable career.
But now, it stopped.
Someone needs to keep the memory of Inspector Gregson's career alive by taking on the great responsibility of winding that watch every single day again.
Yep. Yes, someone with an equally fierce detective spirit. It's gotta be me. There ain't no one else.
That was the point, yes.
Quite right. I mean, after all, the boss was... Well, he was my boss. Yes, Ginny! Yes, he was! Aw. Oh yeah, and I made you a promise and all, didn't I, Iris? That I'd become a proper detective in one day and track down your old man.
Oh, about that.
Alright then, it's decided. I'll do it. And I swear, I'll find your dad and bring him in kicking and screaming. Sherlock.
I'm not entirely sure that would be appropriate.
Yes,
I think, Gina, it might be best to, well...
I think I'd like you to forget that promise, Ginny. Eh?
Iris?
Well, obviously I've always wondered about who my real daddy is. Of course I have. Wanted to know where I've come from. Thought it might tell me something about myself. But I cause such a lot of trouble trying to find out for so many people. Holmesy, Ryu, Professor Mickey.
Oh, no, not at all, my dear. Really, you owe no apology to anyone.
Well, anyway, I've decided to give up on it. Because I finally realised he's dead. No, my daddy is the greatest in the world. I don't think it matters what his name is or where he's from. Don't you agree? Holmesy? Aww. That's so sweet.
With every word, Iris.
Aww.
I'm not crying, I'm crying.
So cute. Thank you, Holmesy. Thank you, Daddy. Aww. Oh my god.
I didn't know this thing would happen.
That's so
I think, Mikatoba. Yes, Holmes? I think that ought to express my gratitude to you. Oh? For 6 years, you and I solved many a mystery together. And during that time, I remember countless expressions of gratitude for our good services. But a moment ago, I heard the most pleasing expression of gratitude of them all.
Aww.
I should never have experienced it. But not for you. You old softy, Holmes. But I must confess, it is a weight off my mind to hear you say it. Well then, I think this calls for a lengthy violin recital, wouldn't you say?
Oh well, the food would go cold, that's the only problem. Maybe next week, Holmesy?
Are you sure a week is long enough, Iris?
He'll just play it in the middle of the night when everyone's trying to sleep, it's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep.
Even amidst the most troubling cases, even reeling from the most shocking revelations.
He either doesn't sleep or he sleeps too much.
Yeah. During the evening to this suite of rooms, there's always warmth and happiness to be had. The home of the world's greatest detective. And my home too, with my greatest family.
That's so sweet.
It was. That was adorable. Okay. This attic room has been my home and office for almost a year now.
This video's try not to cry challenge.
Certainly had some unforgettable experiences whilst I've lived here. But I think now, the time has come. Time to bid this place farewell. That would probably be Susanoo up here.
But she says Mr. Naruhodo.
No.
Yeah, it's him.
Naruhodo?
It would be him.
Oh, Professor! Are you alone? I didn't hear any sound from Susanoo's room. Yes, Susanoo went out after dinner. She took a carriage. Something about an important matter she needed to take care of.
Huh.
I see. I wanted to thank you for what you did earlier. Oh? With Iris, I mean. When the subject of her father came up. Lord Clint Van Zeeks. I made up my mind many years ago never to tell her who her real father was. It was agreed with Genshin, after all. Lord Clint Van Zeek's final wishes before he died, you mean? Guess I've had to take some rather drastic steps at times to protect that secret, you know? Calling Susanoo back to Japan 6 months ago, for example. Oh, so that was actually just about that.
Huh.
What? That's why? When I read Soseki-san's report about his final days in London, I nearly stopped. You've stumbled across the crux of that terrible case.
Oh.
The dog's collar. The description of the Baskerville insignia left me in no doubt. Baskerville? If you decide to investigate insignia, sooner or later you'd have made this connection to the Van Zeeks. And to make matters worse, Sister knew of the unpublished story as well. This rather Iris had written based on my notes from the time. Ah yes, the Hound of the Baskervilles. Exactly. It was a work of fiction, but based on the grim reality of a huge beast of a dog being used as a murder weapon. A dog with the Baskerville family emblem around its neck. Armed with those two clues, I feared you and Susanoo might arrive at the truth. So I invented the story about having collapsed to justify her leaving London and returning to Japan at once.
Wow, that's drastic.
All in aid of halting any investigations you and she might have been contemplating. I see. Something I've never understood is why Susanoo-san came across that manuscript in Japan, though. You know, Iris' The Hound of the Baskerville story, I mean. Holmes sent it to me. That was before Susanoo left Japan. He was very troubled about what should be done about it, you see. I had to read it and carelessly left it on my desk. Which is where Susanoo came across it, of course. It was the only case Holmes and I ever pursued that I didn't record in meticulous detail. I was stunned when I discovered that young Iris had pieced together so much of it from my paltry notes. Holmes and I discussed the matter and decided that we couldn't allow the story's publication. At that point, I returned to the manuscript to my post.
By post
to Holmes for safekeeping. So you did all that to stop Iris from finding out the truth about her father.
Which is probably why we're still not telling her.
That's right, because Holmes had told me how astute she'd become. However, having witnessed events in court today, I must say my opinion has somewhat shifted. Oh? I think at some point in the future, the time will come for Iris to know the truth. And
that
when
is
it does,
fair.
well, I believe it will be for the best. I think so too. Actually, Professor, I wanted to talk to you about something too. Oh shit. Judging from that expression. I'd say you've come to a decision, have you? Yes, I have. I will be returning with you to Japan. Are you quite sure? I'm really only here as a substitute for Kazuma. But he's here in Britain now, as originally intended. Locum student Naruhodo doesn't really have a right to stay, I think. I see. Looking back now, when I first arrived here in February.
Oh man, this music.
My becoming a lawyer just seemed to be the way things turned out. With Kazuma, Susanoo-san, and Mr. Holmes all gently pushing me in that direction. You buffoon.
I love him.
Oh, man. I spent the best part of a year immersed in this world, but always aware of a seed of doubt inside me. Until today. Standing in that courtroom earlier, all doubts vanished from my mind. I was totally focused. I was sure of my belief in my client, and I was sure I could see the trial through. And at the end of it, I finally realized no one else chose this path for me. I chose it myself. The path of a defense lawyer, eh? Yes, that's what I am now. That's what I'll be going back with you to Japan as. And that's the path I'll be following for the rest of my life. Well, it sounds like you've made quite a resolution there. I have. Very well then. I must say it's extremely welcome news. I shall make arrangements for your return first thing tomorrow. But I don't imagine we'll depart for a few days. Not if the symposium haven't been cancelled now. Such a shame. Never mind. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities in the future. Well then I bid you a good night.
Oh boy.
When did you get up here?
She was probably like on the stairs and
Yeah.
was just listening.
Just as Mikito walks down the stairs. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked. That was gonna be sad. Did you, hear what your father and I were discussing?
I'm sorry, I did, yes. I couldn't help but...
Oh, how much did you hear?
Well... from the part about Iris's real father, I think.
In other words, from the beginning.
Yeah. So you've made up your mind. You'll return to Japan and continue working as a defense lawyer.
Yes, I'm sorry, I really should have consulted you about it. I did want to earlier this evening, actually, but you'd already gone out.
Oh no, that's quite alright. I already knew that's what you'd decide, Naruhodo-san.
You did?
Oh. Time to cry. This really is a Time to Cry challenge episode.
Susato-san?
Ah, yes?
I suppose this means it has to be farewell soon.
I suppose.
You'll be a great help to Kazuma going forward. I mean, I know he's a brilliant lawyer, but he's new to the British courtroom. It'll certainly benefit greatly having a brilliant judicial assistant at his side.
I'll do my very best.
I wish I could say it, but I just can't. I can't ask her to come with me. After all, she was always supposed to be coming to Britain as Kazuma's assistant.
Yeah. It's growing late. We should both try to get some sleep. I'm sure you must be exhausted after today.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Before I retire, let me just say one more time. You really were quite splendid in court today. So if you ask me, anyone who thinks of you as a substitute or a locum should be ashamed of themselves, including you.
Susato-san.
That's what you called yourself. Stop that.
Thank you.
Oh. I'm gonna cry. My heart. God.
I just go into theaters in the future. I see. Great. Thanks.
Just rip off the Band-Aid, why don't you?
I'd still be sleeping. Oh no, I missed the steamship. Oh shoot. Ow, my face.
There are a few tears in the back of my eyes, I will say.
Can't believe this day's finally come.
Oh, oh no. You're really leaving then, Ryu?
I'm afraid so, Iris. Thank you so much for everything. I don't know what I'll do without your wonderful cooking and delicious tea.
Oh, I wish you weren't going. But you have to come back and visit. Say you will.
Of course. I promise. I have a partner to come visit. It's a long-ass booty call. I mean, well,
Jesus Christ.
Well, it was a very brief reunion, but it was a pleasure to pursue a case with you again after all so long. For a while, at least, I felt like old times. Yes, I suppose on reflection, there's something to be said for it. Having a little fun once in a while.
I'll just go and say goodbye to the professor as well, I think.
All right, Iris, you do that.
Why do you have a gun?
Poof! Shoots him into the ocean.
Why?
Susato-san.
Oh.
I've just checked, Naruhodo-san. Your luggage is already on board. Such a beautiful morning. Perfect for embarking on a journey, isn't it?
Before I set off, I'd just like to say how thankful I am for everything you've done for me. And give my warmest regards to Kazuma, please.
Actually, I think you ought to give him your regards in person, don't you?
I'm right here, fool.
Ryunosuke.
Yep.
Kazuma! What are you doing here?
Do you really think I'd miss my best friend's departure?
Quotes about around
Thanks.
best friend.
To be honest, I'd been looking forward to our wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's capital. But,
Well, we'll have to save that for another time. Personally, I'm looking forward to facing you in court again.
me too. But, we're both defense lawyers, so,
I'm going to become a prosecutor.
Oh.
I'll stay in Lord Van Zeek's tutelage for the time being, but before long, I intend to be just as formidable as the Reaper himself.
oh, I see.
Oh.
Not how I expected the day to go.
Actually, Ryunosuke, I have a favor to ask.
Name
What?
it.
I'd like you to take care of this for me for a while.
Karuma?
Huh?
Why?
What?
Because I've seen it now. I've seen what's inside me. The demon that reared its ugly head that day.
Oh. You got all emotional and stuff?
Well, I think he means
Oh,
that day,
It was
yeah.
where he
one of the
almost killed
briefest of
Gregson.
moments. The last time I came face to face with that inspector. But it was unmistakable. I wanted to kill him.
Ooh.
I've always known there are demons that live inside people. And now I know there is one in me. The fact that it very nearly consumed me is something I'll carry with me until the end of my days. While I devote my life to fighting those whose demons have got the better of them. As a prosecutor.
So, that's what you've resolved to do, is it?
Until
Resolve.
I'm ready to face the demon within me. To slay it once and for all. I leave this in your care,
No pressure.
if you'll take it.
Of course you
Of
will.
course I will. You're by my side. Always.
I know a simp when I see one.
Till we
Christ.
meet again then. You have your path to follow, and I have mine.
Naruhodo-san?
Yeah.
Aren't you gonna kiss him?
The path you're going to follow from now on. I wonder if I might follow it at your side, and unless I'd be a burden.
Aww.
Oh.
I mean, I would very much like you to come with me.
Oh.
But aren't you...
You're
I'm a
so
prosecutor now, I don't need help.
predictable, Ryunosuke.
I am?
Yeah, like she's
Honestly.
defense.
You never change at all.
You're
But that's
so.
what I like about you.
Oh.
You mean
Spicy.
you knew about this?
It was the evening after Lord Van Zeek's trial came to an end. She came to see me at the prosecutor's office.
Oh.
Really? Or when I had that conversation with Professor Mikotoba.
So, you'd go with Ryunosuke back to Japan?
Yes. I know it's unfair of me to follow my own interests like this.
Coming here especially to tell me. You're a stickler for etiquette, aren't you?
Instead of
Well,
writing it a note.
Yeah.
What are his feelings?
We've never discussed it, of course, and Naruhodo-san has made no such suggestion. I worry that perhaps I'd be a burden to him.
He's just as much of a stickler for etiquette as you are. He'd never say anything before he was asked. But I'd feel happy knowing you were with him.
Aww.
Look out for him on my behalf, will you?
Of course.
Aww.
Susato-san.
What do you think, Naruhodo-san?
Of course!
Yes.
Get on that ship with me, come on.
My
Now hug.
side, no trial would seem too daunting. So if you're willing, I'd be honored if you'd come with me. Together we can take on the world.
Aww. That's adorable.
I'm terribly incompetent.
No, you're not.
If you'll have me, I'd be delighted.
Oh, no, not at all. If anyone's terribly incompetent, it's me.
What's wrong?
Your luggage, Susato-san. There's no time. The ship's going to set sail any minute now.
It's already on there.
It's all right. There's no need to worry. As it happens, my luggage is already on board too.
It is?
It is? That's a great voice line.
It was.
Fine judicial assistant has everything in hand as always.
It sounded like how you would say it.
It is? His accent was gone for a second.
Oh.
Your ship's about to leave.
Time to go then. Look after yourself, Ryunosuke.
Aw.
Kazuma, draw your sword.
Huh? Let's duel! It's time to No, I'm gonna stop. Cutscene time. Justice.
That's. Oh.
One day, when our paths cross, once more, we'll fight a duel of words across the courtroom.
It is time to
Day
duel.
I eagerly await, as a lawyer.
Well, not now.
I've been waiting to hear you say that. Partner.
Oh,
Hey, he did
said
the
it!
thing!
He said the
He said the
thing!
thing!
He said the thing! If you look really closely, that can be turned into a heart.
Jesus Christ.
Don't forget me then, Kazuma.
As if I
Aw.
could. Ryunosuke.
And Mr. Sholmes, thank you so much. I'm very much indebted to you.
Yeah.
Indeed, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe you are.
I'll never forget all you've done for me during my time in London.
I'll send the bill to you, don't worry.
He's like, oh, it's no trouble. It's like, no, you fucking owe me.
I'll just send the bill by post. You'll get it here and you pay me back eventually, huh?
I should like to think you will remember your debt of gratitude. Especially when I visit you in your country.
Oh, God.
What?
What?
The truth is, although many are ignorant of the fact, the world is far smaller than most folk realize.
Well, I'd be delighted if you came to Japan one day.
Oh yes, would welcome you with open arms, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, I know you would.
That sounds wonderful! I can't wait!
In that case, let us conclude that this is to be merely a brief parting, my dear fellows.
I forgot how nice of a voice they chose for him.
And
Yeah.
that brings us
You don't
to
get
the
to hear
end
them
of
very
my
often.
adventures
No.
in Great Britain.
That was like the first time that us personally, we'd heard Iris's voice
Yeah.
actually outside of the trailer.
Outside the trailer.
Peculiar
Oh,
twist of fate
look at
brought
her.
me halfway around the world those many months ago. But that was just the start of my journey. Who knows where fate will lead me next? Still, I'm confident this won't be my last meeting with the friends I've made in London. And when we're together again, no doubt the first words I'll hear will be,
Objection.
Come, the game
Oh.
is afoot.
Yes!
It's not the outro line I'm used to.
With our
No, but
friends
I'm
from
not
the
objecting.
sailed steadily towards the distant horizon. But Sholmes' face was alight with joy.
The times may change, but a steadfast friendship will remain true, Wilson. We have but to gently close our eyes, and we are with our companions once more.
Whoa.
So I do just that. And when I do, I can hear his strong, familiar voice ring out.
Here it goes.
Yep.
objection!
There it is.
There it is.
Until we meet again, Bruno.
The Great Ace Attorney. Oh, man.
Dang, what an emotional roller coaster.
Shoe Takumi. You mad lad. Here we go. I've been thoroughly inundated with inquiries about my remote cinematograph since that day. But I have no privilege from goods. What are the promised close court secrecy? Anyway, I've decided an absence from London is in order. A sovereign distant climes?
Crimes?
The Empire of Japan, perhaps?
Ooh, yes.
I understand that wardrobe class incurs no charge whatsoever. I have the wardrobe ready, as it so happens.
Wardrobe
With a kitsune
class.
mask.
Wardrobe class. I gave little note to Holmesy the other day. It just said, "Thank you for everything, Daddy." But it made Holmesy cry. And I gave him some lotion I invented as well, to dye his hair red safely.
Oh my god.
But he said that might make him cry too, so he'd rather not use it.
It's like first tears of joy and then tears of, oh god, don't remind me of my mistake. Fucking fantastic.
That's so sweet though.
It is.
Papa Holmes.
In those days when I was known as the Reaper, I felt your presence at my side. Once unable to bear the burden of that grim pseudonym, I even retired from the courtroom.
That's right, he did leave for a while.
Yeah? Despite everything, I still wear your prosecutor's badge with pride. But the darkness that once beset me is no more, as you too are no more. In the words of a young fawn friend of mine, I must stride forward toward a brighter future.
Friend! Friend!
Do you want to come to Japan too?
Yeah, we'll
Come
hang
here.
out.
We'll
We'll hang out.
have a party, vacation time.
The boss left a note for me, you know, and I can read every letter now. A to Z, the whole lot.
Good job, proud of you.
It's cleared a load of stuff up. The boss was trying to protect me, see?
Hey, you know the truth of what was happening before now too for you.
And that's exactly what me and Chief Inspector Toby are gonna keep doing for Londoners. Hell
Proud of
yeah.
you.
I only wish I could have said how grateful I was before he, you know.
Yeah.
Hugs
Sorry
for
about
Gina.
Okay. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi. It's his ghost. No.
Gina, the truth is, I'm not the upstanding fellow you think I am. I might be a divert heart, but it's a good heart. You reminded me I need to be true to myself. As a ghost.
He haunts this place now.
I've got one more job to take care of before it's ta-ta to London town for the foreseeable. And then, I've got to complete your education in the art of deduction, a la Gregson, as they say.
Art of
Oh, those-
detection.
Those were his last words before he left on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh. Wish it was your ghost we could have talked to.
I know, right? That look.
It's like, I'm gonna come back better than ever.
You!
Oh, shit. Your Excellency is this man's accused of illegal entry in the office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Objection! Oh, Blake Cuff statement! Overruled! It may say they didn't, but
Oh my god, his cat!
This is Caddish counsel for the defense. But if we're in the end of the courtroom.
Oh, really? My friend Caesar assigned the British Corps of all time doing a wonderful job!
Perhaps I should have engaged the service of the regular legal team.
Poor guy.
Oh my god. There's chaos happening. We need to go there stat. If this is what we left them with, we need to be there now.
My God.
How fast can this ship move?
So Seki and Howery are oh no.
They're the legal defense in Japan right now.
Oh my god. That's what Mikotoba meant. Mama, is it true about Japanese people? Are they experts at filleting corpses? That's me. Yes, they are. Fish corpses on the whole. I'd like to hone my own filleting skills. You don't mind, do you, Mama?
On you?
Yes, I do. I'm not a corpse yet, am I? Yet. No. And I'm glad.
Aw.
Thank you, I think.
She'll be out one day, maybe?
I mean, she didn't kill anyone, did she?
No, but there was a lot of treason involved.
Yeah.
Wait. No, she did
Oh, wait.
kill someone, right?
I
No,
don't
she
know.
did kill someone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I'm trying to remember that case, actually. Am I getting an invitation my own university friend?
Oh, God.
He sent me a very nice letter saying he'd like to show me around now and then everything was settled.
I don't think it was quite that dramatic.
But what have I done? I was so excited to pick this splendid hotel. Now I can afford the bill. Oh, Barrett, come rescue me again, please. I wish to come vanish in the thin air sometimes.
God, I forgot how annoying his voice was.
Forgot how exhausting his voice
Did
was.
not miss it. Did you?
You win some, you lose some. You miss some, you don't miss some.
Oh God, what was her voice? When I went to make the waxwork impression of the killer in the cemetery, I realized what had happened.
Pretend Kyoko.
But even in the witness stand in the highest court in the inland, I can never speak of it. Lord Chief Justice and I had struck a bargain, you see. For a faithful reproduction of the visage, there is nothing we tough spells would not do. You're pretty.
Yes, you are. I miss you.
I miss her too. Her hair was so long.
It's fancy.
Yes, I love
She's
her.
fancy.
I love her aesthetic.
Yes.
Just, I want it. Give it to me.
Is there anyone else or? Oh.
Everyone calls me Peppino, and I said the spaghetti is more redder than my head.
Everyone sick on me. No, I cannot do it. This is ridiculous. Oh, she never had.
Oh, Daily, how charming. You've made lots of new friends too, I see.
Well, she still loves you. I'm
Yeah.
amazed by that fact. Yes, we're released. We're all going to strike it rich together. Oh my god.
God.
I'm sorry you got stuck with them.
How do you still have spaghetti, sir?
It's my last supper.
Oh my god, no!
Before I go to the chair.
Oh no!
When I was accepting the foreign study tour, I knew exactly what path I had to take. And however it might have ended, he would have wanted you there to see it. If I'd ended up on the dock, there's no one I would have rather had defending me.
But you're on a dock now. Get it?
But now, thanks to you, there's a new path I want to take. I'm sure we'll meet again in the courtroom, my friend. Until then, I'll leave Kuruma in your care.
Karuma.
Karma. Fuck!
You had one job.
And I always get it wrong. It's the Evan way.
To mispronounce one word in every sentence.
Pretty much at this point. What's our room?
Oh yeah. I've made some tea, Naruhodo-san. It's important that you rest whilst you can. Once we arrive in Japan, you shall be busy establishing your new office. I'm so delighted to be accompanying you. After all, your talents have been recognized by a great detective. Because you really are the greatest of lawyers. A great ace attorney, some might say.
Hey, it's the thing.
I'm so glad I was able to say it.
She did the thing.
Yes. She said the title, everybody. Aww.
Oh, with the eye and everything.
The eye's painted on finally. Look at that. Oh, she's crying. Yeah, that's me.
Wagga hi.
Wagga Hi's
We
there.
see you. That's wonderful.
I love them all so much.
They are the best.
One more than the others, but that's besides the point.
We know.
Ooh, we get to watch walk
Yeah, you can do
cycles.
the credit walk thing.
Yes.
So, everybody, this would be the end of the Great Ace Attorney 2. The resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. And we get to the thing with the beginning, where Susumu was dressed as a lawyer. And Hiyori and... it's fucking thing. Oh my god. Mommy, mommy, testimony, whatever the hell they should... Many memo.
It's
yeah,
many
that's what
memo
they did
now,
to me
yeah.
now. They
Write a many
butchered me.
memo. Oh, he did the...
Turtle Naga.
He did the thing.
Oh yeah. Let me give my scoop.
And there's the cat. And he's coughing.
Okay. So, I'm going to say this full stop with wholeheartedly every ounce of my body. No offense to Phoenix Wright. You don't hold a candle to these two games, buddy.
Yeah, no.
Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2.
Oh.
They're wonderful.
They're precious.
These two games were the best game of the series.
Oh no.
By far. 'Tis to thee.
Oh god.
Preeton CU4. Or what are they?
Oh, those
William
two.
Shamspeare. That's what I think they called him.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Oh man. But these two games are truly the best Ace Attorney games.
Yeah, I think
Like,
so.
everything about it is just so
Oh yes, his design was
great.
dope.
Enoch?
Yes.
Yeah. These games are just something else. That's fantastic. And
The animations are so good. The music is so good. Oh, there's that again.
it's not just that, but like just the characters and the way they did the gameplay and everything. Like, obviously there's been enhancements over time because, you know, the old Phoenix, like, he's doing his equations and stuff. Even me. Like, obviously, like, when you have the advanced technology compared to the old Phoenix Wright games.
Beppo!
He hid behind his sign. Poor fella.
I'm just a sign. Don't bother with me.
But just the story in general. Like, I mean, not the stories were bad, but the way this presented everything was just top notch. And it helps not having filler
he has
cases
an
and all
axe
that
on his
kind of
leg.
thing. Oh,
Terrifying.
of course he does.
But yeah, like it's.
Yeah, like this story was probably the best story.
Sherlock, where'd you go?
He went to go talk to his friend. But yeah, just the story in general was like the best one. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, that's where he
And
went.
there's- he
They're
had to go talk to his
dancing.
friend.
They're dancing
there's the thing.
together. Yo!
Oh God,
I love it.
that's a sight to behold.
That is a dance introduction right there.
Hey, Jigoku.
Okay.
That's a mighty pose. Don't bop me on the head. Thank you.
You.
Hey, doing the clap.
Kick him.
You know what? Congratulations. You did what no one could.
He looks
Good for
so
you.
weird.
It's something. This is just such a beautiful game, though.
And he's back. He's done dancing.
Oh, man.
Yo.
That's great. The only thing also helps with this when it comes to our connection to it is that there was the gap in the cases. Like, I think we've been doing the Great Ace Attorney. I think we started like around a year ago.
Did we
Because
really?
there was the big gap in cases before the game got localized.
Yeah.
Because we played it right before we started Danganronpa, which was towards the beginning of the year. So we started it in 2020.
So have we
towards
been
the
on
end.
this journey for like pretty much the same amount of time Ryu's been in Britain?
You know what? That could be an ironically close time frame that we've been in this game.
Aww. Look at that dork.
Like, it has all felt like one story, because it is one story pretty much of everything going on. It was just so good. Great Ace Attorney 2. Resolve.
Finn.
Is there any post-credit scene? Or anything like that?
You gonna pull a Marvel on us?
Hello?
Hello?
Nope.
Nah.
Back to the main screen.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. What a journey.
For real.
Now, fear not, everyone, for this is not the end when it comes to Ace Attorney. Because there's a couple things. Number one, like starting like tomorrow, there's the bonus episodes that we're going to go ahead and go through that are at the end of the game. Little extra things that are there. That are like small little extra funny stuff. There's one that I know of. I don't know.
I
Like,
didn't even know there were extra episodes.
yeah, there's like some bonus things in here and special content. Escapades is what they call it. Some extra episodes. I know of one. I don't know what's inside it, but I've only just seen pictures of it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in that.
Yeah, I
But
didn't,
we'll
I didn't
save
even know
that
there were special
for
things.
when we do this starting tomorrow.
Which excites me.
It'll be a couple parts of some extra stuff that we're doing. But, you know, obviously...
Does that mean this wasn't the last I've seen of Sherlock, maybe?
I have no idea. We'll find out.
I hope not.
But at some point, probably after we finish Danganronpa, we're going to be playing the Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright game. We're going to try and do my best to get all that sorted out so we get more Phoenix Wright in our life. But we have to remember the other thing that most people probably aren't thinking about. And that is that the official Ace Attorney 7 should be coming out at some point.
The game
Because we
that,
have to remember,
that everyone thought would never exist.
we have to remember that, you know, that was part of the leak with Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Because this turned out to be true. So
yeah. And, you know, so with Ace Attorney 7 in those paperwork, that means it was in the works and it should still be in the works when it comes out. The time frame is probably going to be a little different because it was going to come out in Q3 of 2022, but that's when this came out. This is supposed to come out in early 2022, so we can probably assume that everything got pushed back by about half a year. So probably towards the beginning of next year is when we should start seeing stuff for Ace Attorney 7, because that should be a thing.
Is that using your power of deduction that you've gotten
The power
from
of
Sherlock?
deduction. It was in the leak. And, you know, obviously leaks, leak can be questionable.
Yeah.
But they called Ace Attorney Chronicles like to a T.
Yeah.
The only thing was off his release date, but that all got messed up because of, you know, the virus and everything that caused the world to stand to a still. So it probably got pushed back a little bit, but it should be coming at some point. So we should have more mainline canon Phoenix Wright material coming out at some point.
I just noticed
So I
the
have
little
that to look
shiny
forward
thing
to.
and the O is actually shining.
Oh,
See
it
that?
is? Ah, yes, I see.
It's glowing brighter off and on.
It is. So, fret not, everybody.
Just like the sun in the back.
Ace Attorney has not ended yet. There's much hope in the future to be seen.
And there's like the Spirit of Justice DLC that we still really want to do, but we
if I'll ever get it to work.
because there's the emulator issue.
Yeah.
We want to, but like it's technologically undoable
I'm
right
still
now.
planning to do it. So hang in there, everybody. If I manage to make it work at some point,
We will let you know.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, until that day, thank you all for joining us on this wonderful journey
For
of
real.
the Great Ace Attorney. Such wonderful games.
Yes, we all had a good old grand old time, I believe.
Absolutely. And we'll see you all in the next adventure after the special contents. Bye,
Have
everyone.
a great day or night, wherever it is, wherever you are, and we love you.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Bye.